Landing.
Now you're watching Breakfast from BBC News. It's 7:24. We're going to have a look at the newspapers now. The nation's favourite maths teacher, Bobby Seagull, is here to tell us...
We've just branded you that, I think.
Yeah, my students next week, Mr. Seagull.
There'll be maths teachers all across the country going, how dare you?
What about me?
Among them.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell us about the stories you picked out this morning. So the first one in today's Daily Express, post-antibiotic apocalypse. Britain's new superbug czar says she's worried that children will live in a post-antibiotic apocalypse. What does she mean?
Yeah, so again, antibiotics, they're used to treat or prevent some bacterial infection. And they started off back in, I think, 1909 with Paul Ehrlich discovering it for rabbit syphilis. And then 1928 with Alexander Fleming for penicillin. But the issue is now we're over-reliant on antibiotics. And she was saying, Professor Sally Davis, that 1 in 5 antibiotic prescriptions are not needed. And therefore, these bacteria become resistant to it. So we're sort of building up a long-term issue where things can't be treated.
Do you know, I've noticed a shift at the GPs now. It used to be that they handed them out like sweets, and they're really reluctant now, aren't they? Or a lot more reticent to give them out now. Absolutely,
because bacteria, even viruses, they evolve to adapt to things that we try and kill them with. So actually, we've got to be careful about issuing them nilly-willy, as it were.
OK.
Nilly-willy, or willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly, that's the one.
I knew it. It's early.
Sunday morning.
It's early. This is Marcus Waring, TV chef, who says that social media is killing cooking. Tell us about this.
So what he's saying is that we're so obsessed about getting the perfect Instagram shot, Instagram story, Twitter picture, even things like TikTok now, it's a new social media app. And because of that, we're less worried about real life. Because real life takes time. You've got to cook things, you've got to cut things, you've got to prepare food. Where social media, just quick pictures, so therefore, get a microwave meal, whack it in, feed the family.
I would dispute that, you know. Yeah. I think, as someone who enjoys going on Instagram, you can seek real inspiration from social media for things that you're cooking, and it can make you take more of an interest in it.
Yeah, I think it can go both ways. Some people seek inspiration, others then sort of feel obliged to just get pictures without actually eating the picture, sort of eating the food itself.
It's interesting, isn't it? So the point is that we're just not cooking because we're spending time, it's a slip of the tongue, spending too much time on social media. Yeah. That's interesting. And that's from an interview with Lauren Laverne on Desert Island Discs this morning on Radio 4, which is interesting.
OK, in The Observer this morning, did you hear the one about the invisible critics at Edinburgh Festival? So a comedy promoter has said a recent decision of Scottish newspapers to slash the coverage of the Edinburgh Festival has threatened, well, its existence, ultimately.
Yeah, because the Edinburgh Festival started off in 1947 and now has gone on to become one of the most successful ticketed events. I think it's second or third to the Olympics and the World Cup.
Wow.
But the issue is now a lot of the newspapers in Scotland have cut their coverage of it by half, and London critics aren't going up as much to Scotland to review it, and we're going to lose our new talent, like people like Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Ramesh Ranganathan, Sarah Millican. Some of them had their breaks through the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, so we might be losing out on our future talent.
So that would be a real shame, wouldn't it? Because
it would be.
Now, are we going to talk about... You've done some puzzles for us. So there's a couple more stories. We'll roll them, roll them over till 8:20, including this one about Love Island eyelashes.
Love Island. We've got to come back to the Love Island.
I'm particularly fascinated by that.
Roger's big on his fake eyelashes, as
Really, I can see.
Can you tell?
Yeah.
They always, the makeup artists always say, would you like some mascara?
They asked me this morning as well.
No. Both of your eyes look lovely as they are. All four of your eyes. We asked you this morning to set us a maths challenge.
Yes.
As we said, you are one of the nation's favourite maths teachers, and we wanted to make them cricket-linked.
Yes.
So, shall we set one for our audience now, and then please do get in touch on our email and Twitter and let us know if you've come up with the answer, and we're going to have a go as well. So,
OK, so here's the puzzle.
Which one do you want to go with?
So I've got this one here. So if England win the World Cup, I should say when England win the World Cup. When. Positive mindset. Each of the 11 cricketers on the pitch will do a high five with each other.
OK.
So your puzzle is, how many high fives will there be in total?
So the England team, the 11
players
in the team, they all high five each other once.
Exactly.
How many high fives in total is that?
Yes.
I think I know how to do this one.
Oh, good.
Do you think?
I think so. I think so. Let's see if you do.
Email bbcbreakfast@bbc.co.uk or @bbcbreakfast on Twitter. Tell us if you know the answer to Bobby's first cricket teaser of the day. Is it a googly or can you knock it out of the park?
Exactly. Yeah.
We'll find out. Stay with us. Headlines are on the way.